welcome back to the show, Metro TV, more entertaining. And so since we want to give you more, you don't only have to watch Metro TV in your homes and offices. You can watch Metro TV wherever you are in the world on your phones and tablets. On the go, just click on live stream and there you have it, Metro TV. You can be in the farm and watch Metro TV anywhere. The pictures are so clear and the sound quality is on a point. And so how do you do this? I'm sure you're asking me in your homes and wherever you are. One of the guys who are always worried here in Metro TV, Frank Gomelesho, he's well vexed when it comes to IT. He's here to tell us how we can do that. Frank, good morning to you.
Good morning, Lily. How are you?
I'm great. How are you too?
I'm blessed.
So how do I get Metro TV on the go?
Okay. I think it's very, very simple. Let me just go straight to the point.
Sure.
For our viewers to just know that wherever they are across the world, they can watch Metro TV on their phone, everywhere, so far as you have internet on your phone. Okay, so far as you have internet on your phone, you can watch Metro TV live. So let me go straight to the point. Let's say, for instance, on your desktop, when you launch your browser, you log on to your Facebook. So let's say, for instance, Frank, I'll log on with my account, and let's see how it goes. Okay, that's it. With my password. Then I enter. Okay, that's it. So you go and look for Metro TV. Metro TV. So that's it. I go. It's loading. Okay, so this is Metro TV page for you. So you will, that's technology. Okay, so when you go to Metro TV page, you will see a timeline. You will see there are some buttons over there. So you will click on the button live stream. So the live stream will take you to another page, which you have Metro TV, and then you see Metro TV Ghana live now. You don't click on the live now. You click on top of it, Metro TV. Then it will take you to the next page. You can see a red square around Metro TV. You click on it. It takes you straight to Metro TV. We are streaming through live stream. You can see that behind me. You can see Metro TV. That you can see it behind. But what you need to do is that you need to log on with your account. So you log on with your email address. For instance, let me bring it here to get it good. Okay. So that's it. Then you go ahead. That's it, Metro TV with my account. Then you type your password as well. That's it. So it will take you straight to the page. So you can see me in the screen. So that is Metro TV live on Facebook. And I can see myself on the phone. You can see, viewers can see that on the phone. I can see myself. But to do it on your phone, the simple way to do it is that you need to, if you are using Android phone, you need to go to Play Store. When you go to Play Store, you type live stream. Then you download the live stream. You create the account. Then after that, you go to search. Then you search Metro TV Ghana. Then you see Metro TV live. You can see that I'm on Metro TV right now, on live stream, streaming live. Wherever you are, across the world, everywhere you are, you can see Metro TV live streaming. So Lily, this is how we do it.
Wow, that's beautiful. You know, when you know that your relations abroad can equally watch you at home, wherever they are. That's something that's good to know. I mean, thank you very much.
Because of the election, we want to make sure that our viewers get what we are doing over here. So they can get it live over here, streaming everywhere they are. So Lily, over to you.
Thank you very much. And so you have it, Metro TV, wherever you are in the world, you can get it and you can watch us. No two ways about it. Metro TV is the station to watch, especially on November 7th. Let's get into the discussion today on Daily Agenda. Savannah Accelerated Development Authority, Sada, has launched a new book to ensure its mandate is well carried out. How will it do it? We have the CEO of Sada, Charles ABUGRE, here in the studio to help us with the discussion. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Right. The new book, tell us about it. What is it all about?
Okay.
And for viewers, I have a copy of the book here. It's quite voluminous. I've not been able to read. I mean, I've just read the executive summary, but it's something that for investors, you know. So if you want to invest in agriculture and other sectors, this is what you need. It's a commercial agriculture investment guide, the Northern Savannah Zone of Ghana. So grab a copy. Right, Mr. ABUGRE, let's talk about the book. What is it all about?
It's providing a service to anybody who wants to take advantage of the landed resources in the Northern Savannah Zone. Just to say that the Northern Savannah Zone is 54.4% of the land area of Ghana. So we are actually providing information about the opportunities out there for agriculture in particular. And this is not just foreign investors. It is any Ghanaian who wants to go and cultivate something there or rare animals. So it provides three sets of information. One, a synthesis of what the landed resources are. The second, it has done some very complex and detailed work to guide a decision on which crop is suitable for what piece of land. So if I go to Ketekrachi area and I want to farm, I need to know what the soils are suitable for. If I want to do rice, I need to know which part of this vast area is suitable for rice. If I want to do maize, if I want to do cotton, if I want to do soya beans. So we've done this for 25 crops. So any farmer, investor, once you put your money in there, you are an investor. You don't have to be foreigner. So that provides you where you can go. That also gives you a picture of what you need to do this with the soil once you've decided that, okay, this is the most suitable for my crop. But you know the nature of the soils, therefore you know its strengths and deficiencies. That's the second set of information it provides to guide people where they can go when they want to do certain agriculture.
Before you go to the third one, this is a very voluminous book, very huge. And so if I'm a farmer and my literacy rate is not that high, how will I be able to read this book to know the type of soil to planting and all that, looking at the pages the book has?
Okay, the huge bit is simply mostly the land compatibility, the 25 crops. To say, if you are farming only with rain-fed agriculture, this is the compatibility. This is where it works, where it won't work. If you are doing irrigation, this is where it won't work. And because of the 25 crops providing this information, a lot of it maps and maps and maps. The written part is very limited. But if you don't read, we have to come to another point. This is first set of information. We now must do video and TV documentaries, radio documentaries, drawing from this book, this primary work that we have published. So yes, there's additional work to be done going forward. But I just wanted to complete what the other part is, which is also why it is voluminous. We are putting together what the irrigation potential is in the zone. Because you see, the place doesn't work well without irrigation. But fortunately also, the area is properly watered by river streams and the river basins. And the underground water basin is also quite high. Therefore, we are providing information on 23 medium to major irrigation sites, plus a synthesis of the engineering work. So this time it's a different type of investor. If I am interested in putting money in developing irrigation infrastructure, these are the potential, this is the work that has already been done, and this is what I can do. So this is book is the first of 3 other books that will come on providing information on agriculture and its potential in the Sada zone. This book says there is at least 8.5 million hectares of land with sufficient water. Once we can find a way to bring the water to the land that can irrigate hundreds of thousands of acres. It says in one of those maps that when you irrigate and you want to grow rice, there is 3.5 million hectares of land, our rice zone, that is suitable for investment in large-scale rice. So that's the first thing. This is what this book is seeking to provide at the moment.
Now, if I'm an investor, how do I ensure that I get good returns when I invest in it?
The first thing is know where you are putting your money. Don't grow rice where the place is not good for rice. Don't try to grow maize with rain-fed agriculture where the information says it won't do well. That's the first thing on your returns. The second thing on your returns is dealing with the land question. How you address predictability of land ownership, but also find a way to acquire your land with less headache. That's one of the functions of Sada. So we do help with supporting land acquisition in that way. And the third thing is the incentives that are provided by government if you are an agriculture investor. And that book provides a synthesis of all of those incentives plus government policy. So it's a kind of a one-stop shop. So towards the end of the book, it has all of that information.
Now, over the years, Sada has been faced with a lot of issues, especially corruption allegation. It's a new regime. How are you going to ensure that if I want to invest, I'm assured that there won't be such?
Well, there are 2 things. One, the institution itself and its integrity.
Yeah, it's been tainted.
Yes, it has. And we've spent the last 1 year working at it. And the first thing in working with an institution, it is a very young institution, by the way. They started operating in 2012.
Yeah.
And then the 2013 audit report came out about what the institution did with public money. So it's a young institution. It is lucky in that sense because it really hasn't gone too deeply over time that you can't correct. So we can correct. And the first thing you do to correct is to build the institution's own systems, because at the time that they were doing those projects, there were very, very, very few staff. It simply did not have the capability to follow through. It didn't have most of the systems in place.
Do you have them now?
Yes, that's what we have spent our last year doing. And part of that systems building has been our own resources and our effort, but also a lot of effort from our development partners as well. So we have a more robust institution. We have recruited quite a few more technical staff. We are recruiting more this year. We spent the year quietly making sure that when the institution reappears, it is robust, it is accountable. It is re-established over that year its relationship with its constituencies, especially in the Sada zone. It is opening its presence across the Sada zone so it can provide a service supposed to be providing. So it's opened an office in Dambai for Northern Volta, Kintampo for Northern Brong-Ahafo, Wa for Upper West region, Bolgatanga for Upper East region. So it is available to do the services that it is doing. So this institution is certainly a lot more stronger. But we have also had to address each of the 27 or so issues that were raised by the audit report. So our new board will be coming out shortly with its report on how it understood the problem, what steps they have taken to address the problems, but also what steps they have taken.
When is the report expected to come out?
The report is done. It is being submitted to the president soon. And when that is sorted, I think the board had also said that they will be quite happy to have a media encounter to go through that report. So we can draw a line but also learn the lessons of the first 2 years of the operations of the institution.
Now, it's a young institution, as you say. You've been in office over a year now. How effective is your monitoring of these programs, especially? Well,
first and foremost, we have changed our way of working in such a way that we don't have to implement large-scale project programs. In fact, the institution was not really set up to be a large-scale project implementer. If you want to do tree planting, we can do that with other institutions that have the principal mandate. We have a different role to play in that. If we want to do agriculture, we can do that, provide tractor services, or we have to do that with the existing institutions. So we've changed our ways of working. And that ways of working is really to catalyze, to facilitate, to provide information. But when we co-invest, it will be co-invest. It will be public-private partnerships. It will be joint ventures. It will be collaborative investments in which Sada is not the operational institution, because our mandate is so wide that we have no capability of doing it properly, being a direct operational institution. So our monitoring system is for a slightly different purpose. Our monitoring system will be established basically to ensure that relationships that we build, that there's proper reporting on co-investment, that our medium to longer term goals, that we are reaching them, and that we are watching how far we are going in our medium to longer term goals. And when we have co-invested in a project, that monitoring system is also linked up with our financial management system, because then we have assets jointly with others, if, for example, with private sector. So we're working at those. So we invested in quite a strong financial management system, but also, with our monitoring and evaluation system being also thankfully with some support from development partners. So yes, it is again putting the systems in place to move forward and changing our ways of working.
Now, when we look at the Sada zone, we have unemployed youth mostly there. How are you going to inculcate all of them into you to enhance employment?
Okay. The best way to secure adequate and sustain employment is that people are investing in this massive potential in the area. So I give you an example. We are working at trying to get a 10,000 hectare irrigation scheme off the ground. If that irrigation scheme is off the ground and we can have, good, knowledgeable farmers, whether they are foreign or local, that works with smaller, medium-sized farmers on 10,000 hectares. Just the employment potential to 10,000 hectares into productive potential itself is huge. That's direct. But then the value chains that come out of it, if we can address the energy questions, then we can have processing. So you take, for example, we were to successfully catalyze investment in soya and maize and rice, and we created poultry feed, and we stimulated investment in actual chicken industry. We are talking about thousands and thousands of people being employed. So employment thing in the long run is really linked to the vibrance of the economy, which thankfully, as I said, it has so much potential, but because the place has always been looked at in a negative. It is dry, it is hot, it is poor, it is far away. People have missed what it has as its strengths. So yes, youth employment, there's one way in doing it is that Sada says we are going to employ these so many people to do things. There's another way of doing it, which is that Sada has to support the processes in which productive investments happen and the economy is booming in that area. And it's not only employing people in the Sada zone. We are hoping to be able to encourage any skilled young people in a part of Ghana to relocate into the Sada zone. But there are other also sources of employment. We currently have been working with the Millennium Promise Institute at Columbia University and the Ministry of Employment and the Ministry of Health to roll out a community health workers program. So we are about to employ up to 3,000, not Sada, but through the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Employment. And why this 3,000 community health workers program? Because it is drawing on a Sada pilot project, which is very successful.
Now, you have a launch on 21st.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about the launch.
Okay. As I said, we are changing our ways of working so we can provide strategic guidance. That means we have to take all our 3 core mandates seriously: strategic planning, mobilizing resources, and coordinating processes. So we are launching our strategic planning process on Thursday. That includes that we are buying expertise from Singapore to help us with our urban planning process.
Okay.
That's partly what we are going to launch. The other part we are going to launch is to then build on this work on agriculture and our land, to try and then see how we cluster the zone so that we are looking at the place spatially with what it has, what it can stimulate, what value-added products can come, what value chains come out of it, how you industrialize the place in the next 25 to 30 years. Our vision is to industrialize the place and to create cities and urban areas which are more modern, more organized, more green, more spacious, and more cultural than what we have.
All right.
Because we are yet small towns with vast lands, with the potential to think differently and to bring different, results into being. That's what we are launching on Thursday.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Charles ABUGRE is the Chief Executive Officer of Sada. We've been talking about agriculture and how it can enhance Ghana's socio-economic growth. Good Morning Ghana continues right after the short break.
Good morning. Good morning.